Namaskar, myself Pratik. In this session, we are going to discuss supervised machine learning. We will discuss the case of regression in this session. Let us start this session. Machine learning algorithms can be classified into three types. These are supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning algorithms. By using supervised machine learning, we can perform two types of operations. One is regression and another is classification. In this session, we are going to discuss the concept of regression. In order to understand supervised machine learning, let us consider the case of predicting the price of a house. In order to understand the scenario for predicting the price of a house, let's suppose we have a property dealer who is very good in predicting the price of the house. Whenever he visits the property, he considered different parameters about that property in his mind, and based on that parameter, he predicted the price of that particular house. And with experience, he has developed great skills to predict the price of a house very accurately. Now let's suppose that property dealer has to go for some leave. Now during that time, he wished that there should be a system who help his staff to predict the price of a house. Now in order to perform that task, he hired a data scientist and told his problem to him. Now the job of that data scientist is to design a machine learning algorithm which can predict the price of a house very accurately. For this, data scientist asks for some historical data. So let's suppose that property dealer has collected some data and that data set look like this. Here we have plot size, number of bedrooms, covered area, granite flooring, upgraded kitchen, distance from the city in kilometer, age of flat in years, and then we have price in lakhs. And there are some records of previous transactions. Here first of all, it is very important to understand about all these columns. These attributes can be divided into two parts. One is input attribute and another is output or class attribute. Input attributes are the parameter on which output or class attribute depend. Output attribute is that attribute for which we have to make the prediction. So in this case, we have to make the prediction on the price in lakhs. So this attribute is called as output or class attribute. This output attribute is dependent on number of input attributes. And these input attributes are plot size, number of bedrooms, covered area, and so on. He has collected some instances or records. So these are 6 instances, which are 6 previous transactions about the property deals in that particular area. So let's suppose the property dealer has given this data to data scientist to build machine learning algorithm. And based on that, he has to train his model. In order to build the system, data should be labeled. It means that we should know the price of properties for all previous transactions in order to predict the price of the house. So labeled data should be given. That's why this learning is called as supervised learning, because data is already labeled. We should know the previous value about the column for which we have to make the predictions. In this case, we have to make the predictions about the price in lakhs. So we should know the value of this column for all previous transactions. Let us take a look about input attributes. Here we have a large number of input attributes. Let's suppose in order to build this system, data scientists only consider plot size as most important parameter. Of course, all these parameters are important, but let's suppose for simplicity, he only considered plot size as one of the important parameter on which our output attribute price in lakhs depend. So then the data will look like this. Here we have only one input attribute, that is plot size. We have output attribute price in lakhs, and these are the 6 instances on which we have to train our model. Then data scientist will plot these values on a graph. Now let us consider this graph. On x-axis we have a plot size, On y-axis we have a price in lakhs, and let's suppose these are the 6 previous transactions for which he has collected the data. Every cross indicates the value of the property based on its plot size. Now the data scientist will try to build the model based on this collected data. You can understand that we can fit a straight line over these data points. So let's suppose data scientist has fit the model by fitting a straight line over this model. And after fitting this line or after fitting this model, whenever he got a new property for which he has to make the prediction, he will take the plot size and draw a vertical and horizontal line over this straight line. And in this way, he will able to get the predicted price. In this case, for 850 plot size, the predicted price is 18 lakh. So the model is predicting 18 lakh as the price of the house. Now let's suppose he able to get some more historical data. And now instead of having 6 instances, he has these 11 instances of previous transactions. Now when we have these 11 transactions, the data scientist found that it is better to fit a curve instead of a straight line, because curve is better fitted over this data instead of straight line. Now if we fit curve over these data points, then for the plot size of 850, the predicted price is 20 lakh. So you can clearly see that our prediction changes with the data. We have added more data, so accuracy will improve. Earlier we were predicting 18 lakh for the plot size of 850, but now we are predicting 20 lakh for the same plot size, because now we have a more historical data and now our prediction will be more accurate. So in this way, you can clearly see that this is a case of machine learning, where by adding more experience, accuracy of the model or performance of the model improves for a particular task T. So more data, more will be the accuracy. In this case, we are predicting the price of a house, which is a continuous value. When we are predicting a continuous value, then this case of prediction is called as regression. This example for predicting the price of a house is fall under the case of regression. Now in order to further improve the accuracy of this model, we can consider more number of input attributes. Like we can consider number of bedrooms, covered area, granite flooring, upgraded kitchen, distance from the city or age of the flat. But you can clearly understand that if I add more number of input parameters, the model will become more complex. The model will not become that simple. So the complexity of the model will increase by adding more number of parameters. But of course, the accuracy of the model will also improve by adding more number of input features. So we have to take the balance between the features and the complexity. We only consider those input features which are relevant. For example, name and age of the person who own that flat is not important. So we will not consider these attributes as input attribute for building the machine learning model. So we only have to consider those attributes which are important to predicting the value of output or class attribute. We can conclude that in supervised machine learning, the term supervised signifies the fact that dataset with right answers or labels should be given to the algorithm for making the predictions. So data should be labeled. So when data is labeled, mean that the value of the output attribute is given for the training of the model, then that type of learning is called as supervised machine learning. Predicting the price of a house is a case of regression, because here we are predicting a continuous value. So whenever system predict a continuous value, that case is called as a case of regression. For example, I have to predict your marks in machine learning course. That will again a regression problem, because here I have to predict a continuous value. Your marks may be 90, 85, 87 or 80. So that is a continuous value. So this will be a case of regression. If I have to predict today's temperature, then again this is a case of regression. If a machine learning system has to predict the score of India for ongoing cricket match, then this will be the case of regression. So we can conclude that whenever we have to predict a continuous value or a number, then that case will be a case of regression, and when data is labeled, then that type of learning is called as supervised learning. To read more about this, you can refer my book Data Mining and Data Warehousing from Cambridge University Press, which is available at Amazon platform. I request you to subscribe this YouTube channel to receive latest video tutorials on topics like data mining, machine learning, DBMS, big data, NoSQL and many more. To learn SQL in a simplified way, you can join this online course on SQL, which is available at Udemy platform. To learn PLSQL, you can join this online course on PLSQL, which is also available at Udemy platform. I have also authored books on DBMS, NoSQL, Beginning with SQL and PLSQL for beginners. All these books are available on Amazon platform. To read more about this, you can refer my website prateekbhatia.com. Thanks for watching this video.